guys, welcome back to St. Mojo Homestead. It is the weekend, and we're just kind of having fun this weekend, kid-free.
Kid-free.
Woo, woo. So we're gonna
We're in the goat pen and I'm being attacked by spiders.
we are just kind of doing a laid-back video. We're gonna just take you guys around, give you a little bit of updates, show you a monster that is in the garden.
It is overwhelming.
It's scary.
It is
Scary, overwhelming.
It is.
And then highs and lows. So why don't we go ahead, go to the garden. We're also going to be talking about what you can still plant.
Yes. So we have a ton of beans that we've been picking and more that we need to pick. And I'm super excited about these because I'm ready to can them and have them for future meals. If you haven't planted a garden, or if you want to add to your garden, or maybe you did plant a garden and things didn't do as well as you'd hoped, you have time. You still have time. I'm gonna get around the sunflowers here, but you still have time to plant. There are lots of vegetables that will reach maturity by 90 days. And that's perfect because they'll reach maturity and then you'll have some fruit and it'll be right before the winter comes. So if you have not planted yet, it is not too late. And you don't have to have a ton of space for squash. That's a really good square foot garden plant. There are lots of things that you can do really well in a small space and yield a lot of produce. So there are lots of really good graphics on Pinterest and online for square foot gardening. It shows you exactly how to lay them out and how many to put in each square foot. So definitely check those out if you have a smaller space and you are limited, or if you just want to do a raised bed, because raised bed gardening is easier to manage than in-ground gardening.
Jesse Bickley, I got beef with you. And let me tell you why. This loofah plant is like, it's a monster in the garden. That's exactly what this thing is. I mean, I'm excited about it. I really am. But this thing's taking over. Let me show you guys. So we have, we have one big loofah on it so far. So that is really cool. Another thing I think is really cool about these squash is this right here is where all of the male blooms are. So it started down here and it just keeps growing and producing blooms on the same stalk. So that's pretty fascinating. This thing is like it's its own beast. So, but this is why this thing is a monster in the garden. Come on. So all of this is our loofah gourd vine. There's a ton of little baby like females that are going to be blooming. So hopefully we'll get more than just that one. But this is supposed to be for our tomatoes, not a loofah gourd. The loofah gourd is supposed to go over the arch and stay on the arch. Continues on down this way, and it is now, oh my gosh, I think this has grown another 6 inches since this morning. It is now like taking over the bean trellis, which, you know, whatever. It's gonna be fun. We'll see what happens. I think that they should play nice together, but this is absolutely ridiculous. I am excited about it though.
So I'm here in our bean trellis and this is such an awesome microclimate. It feels so good over here right now. It's a lot cooler and I'm not in the sun. I wanted to take a minute to talk to you about our raised beds. So the soil in here ended up not being very great. We kind of have struggled to have these grow really well. So we've been amending the soil. And our plan now is to just make sure they're ready to go for our fall plantings. I am excited about fall. I love all the brassicas that you can plant. If you don't have your seeds now for your collards and cabbage and broccoli and cauliflower, all those fun things, go ahead and get them. You can be planting those brassicas in the next probably month and a half, depending on where you're located. Check out your zone and the information for that. But one thing I love having in our freezer is broccoli. I would love to have so much broccoli that I could freeze it and have it for the winter for soups and to add to casseroles. I think broccoli for our family helps extend a meal. Our children love it, and it can be added to so many things. We like it in stir fry, get roasted, boiled, raw. We love the leaves. We use them like collards, or we can saute them. There's just a lot of possibilities in a couple of plants. So again, if you don't have a lot of space, you can do a few brassicas and get a lot of bang for your buck.
Okay, so lesson learned. Newbies to the pigs. We had gotten just something like this that was actually a little bit bigger than this one for their food that we had put their food in to feed them. Thought it was great. I had attached it to the fence so they couldn't like drag it all over the place, and it worked great for about 2 weeks. This is what's left of it. They tore it up. Apparently pigs, I mean, I knew they were rough on things, but I didn't realize they were gonna be that rough on their food stuff. So I've got a new project that hopefully will get done this week, where I'm just gonna build a trough to feed them in and figure out how we can make it durable enough, sturdy enough to where they can't knock it over or tear it down. So if any of you guys have ideas or suggestions or want to post a link to another video, that would be great. I would love those suggestions. So be sure to leave those in the comment. Any tips, any tricks, anything that you guys know of that could help save the new feeder. That would be great.
So that is our little quick garden farm update for the weekend. We hope you guys enjoyed it and maybe learned something. If you have advice about that feeder, don't forget to let us know. We also want to just thank you again for those of you who have joined our YouTube family and are following us. We so appreciate you being on this journey with us. And if you haven't joined our family, we want to welcome you to do that. We love interacting with you guys, and we love it when you comment and we get to have little YouTube chats with you.
Chat it up
on YouTube, or to ask us questions or whatever. So, highs and lows.
Sure.
Okay, you go first because I don't know mine.
All right, so I'm going first so she has time to think about it.
Yes.
I already know what mine are.
You're prepared.
I am prepared.
I'm unprepared.
My high, we had a lot of fun yesterday going to a barbecue with some other homestead friends, and it was great to see everyone who was able to make it to that. But that was not my high. It was a ton of fun.
Yes.
This is not to downplay that, but my high was getting away last weekend.
Yes.
And going to the cabin and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It was a ton of fun. So if you guys missed the video that went up Friday, check it out right here. And we did just a fun little side video that talked about why that space is so special to us. And it was just a way for us to open up a little bit more for you guys to get to know us. So I would love for you guys to go check it out if you missed it, if you have not seen that yet. My low would definitely be a massive outbreak, borderline infestation in our house. Fruit flies.
Fruit flies.
It's fruit fly season, and it
Fruit
has
flies.
been. Normally, we can get rid of them fairly quick because we do our own little homemade traps. It's not working with these guys.
They're
These
not
guys are
following
like
it. Falling for it.
These guys are like atomic fruit flies.
They're smart.
We even bombed the house. We usually do not bomb the house.
No.
We bombed the house. I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna wipe them all out. Nope. I think we killed everything else in the house, but
Right.
these guys are now flourishing on their own.
Yeah.
Continuing
pretty
to have their
terrible.
little fruit fly party and mocking me every time I walk into the kitchen. It's disgusting, and
I'm just
I'm so
trapping
done with
them.
it.
I'm just trapping them like manually now.
she goes around doing this.
No,
It's great. I'll get video of that.
No, I have discovered that if I leave fruit in a bowl and I very quickly take
Okay.
the saran wrap and cover it really fast, I can catch maybe 10.
Hey,
10 less.
10 less
10
when you got
less.
$1 million going. I'll take it. You know, it's what, 1%?
It's not a million. It's not a million.
0.01%?
We literally have probably 40. It is. It's like 40. Minus. So if you have advice for fruit flies, we'd love to hear that as well. Because my traps are not working. Anyway. Can't even. So my high is, okay, so of course, like getting away, hiking, being at the cabin, that's like an unknown, or that's like a given, okay? So, but not to copy you, but for the sake of variety, my high would probably be meeting some new people at the barbecue. We got to meet a new friend, Lauren.
Yes, Lauren. Welcome to
Yes.
the YouTube family.
Yeah, we had a great time chatting homesteading with her, so that was nice. And we got to see lots of people from Farm Where You Live, actually.
Yeah.
It was neat because we've had so many homestead events that we've really been able to hang out with these people kind of regularly, even if we don't see them all the time, or they aren't necessarily in our immediate area. I know a couple people traveled a couple hours to come to the barbecue. I was
dedication.
I was pretty impressed. So it was just fun. It was fun to hang out with people and talk homesteading. Who doesn't love to talk homesteading?
Right.
Check out a farm. I mean, get stuck on a golf cart. It was lots of fun. So my high was just community. Like, we got to hang out with community, grow our community a little bit more. So that was really, really good. My low would actually probably be all the rain, because our tomatoes are ripening. And if you have tomatoes, you know, you aren't really supposed to pick them right after a rain. They're going to taste a little watery.
Yeah.
And also, we just are, fighting the blight. So
Fighting the blight.
I watered the beds this morning, the raised beds, hoping we wouldn't really have rain. And then it started misting.
And then it rained.
And then it rained a lot. And so I love rain, and I'm thankful for rain. I'm not thankful for blight.
It's well said. Well said.
And blight is encouraged by the rain.
They are like best friends.
They are.
Or maybe blight is like the annoying friend you can't get rid of.
Maybe.
That always shows up.
Yes. In our life, yes.
Well, that is all that we have for you today. We thank you so much for joining us again, and hopefully having fun with us. This is just a crazy, at times, fun at times, hectic at times, frustrating at times lifestyle.
Yeah.
And we just enjoy sharing it all with you. So we are having fun this weekend. Our kids are gone for a week, and so it's kind of like a little vacation on the homestead for us. So we're looking
It's our
forward to it.
staycation.
We'll miss the kids,
Yes,
but
we will. But
we are planning on having a great week.
Yes, we
So
will enjoy it.
I hope you guys have a great week as well. And as always, be blessed.